Kourosh, but I also go by Cyrus. I was born in Iran and went to school in Canada when I moved to New York City after I graduated. I started out in investment banking, and then after 2 years of investment banking, I went into tech. So right now I work for the executives of a Swedish financial technology company to grow their business here in the US. I've obviously started out investing in the stock market, and ever since I moved to New York, you see all these cool companies starting up, for example, like Fundrise and Masterworks that I've been looking at alternative kind of types of investments. Right now, I'm mainly in the stock market and a little bit in cryptocurrencies. Everyone knows real estate is the ultimate investment. At the end of the day, it's like the most tangible type of investment that you can make, but it requires a lot of effort, whether you want to even do a long-term lease. And really, I did not really know about the short-term rental market. Personally, I wanted to get into real estate, but it's not always that you can kind of like find the right opportunity and figure out like what's the best thing you can do. And naturally, thought I was just going to buy a property and then start renting it out long-term, and that's kind of what's often taught. But when I met Jeremy, I started learning about what he does, and he was mentioning how he manages all these properties in North Carolina, and just like naturally being in like a business background, I pressed on more questions to like learn more about it. And when we were at his lake house last year, we had the chance to like look at the numbers, and I'm like, wow, this is an insane opportunity. Like, just think about scaling this. And we were driving to his lake house, and he's like, I want to be able to create the opportunity for people to invest into these short-term rentals, but also enjoy them. It's just amazing to see how much that's progressed from July 4th last year to today. The biggest change that's happened is the pandemic, and it was extremely unfortunate, but the silver lining is it created a big shift towards how people can work, kind of like the lifestyle people want. And so that really kind of propped up the short-term rental market. I definitely think it's here to stay. I think that the ability to work remotely, especially for example, like my career, and a lot of people that are in highly professional roles are able to work remotely, and it provides the opportunity to escape New York in the winter. Now, it's not only the business people that can escape New York in the winter, it's also upper middle class and middle class people that are able to work remotely. And I think that brings a really big opportunity for the short-term rental market. After speaking with Jeremy, I expressed interest, like, hey, next investment property that you're getting into, would love to pitch in. That's how it all really started. And Jeremy, I know, started to speaking to a few other people with this, and I guess they also all expressed interest. Initially, we were looking at Florida, and then we saw some houses there, but ultimately we decided to move forward with Hyco Lake because Jeremy and the team had extensive experience there, and it just seemed like the best opportunity to kind of just like start the company, kind of like the first area that we can like really validate the idea. After we looking at Florida, we saw a few houses here at Hyco, and this one really caught our eye, and it seemed like a great opportunity. It was a great price range, and so we got to work. So this house closed on May 21st, 2021, and I arrived on May 23rd, 2021. Since I've joined, I've taken the role of the house electrician. When I got here, I attended YouTube University and was able to learn the basic skills of an electrician, and I've been able to switch all of the electrical outlets and light switches in the house. And for context, this is a 6-bedroom house. And so it's been a few days that we've been changing the outlets, and we've learned a lot about how electricity works, which is a really great skill set to add to my professional career. So the reason why we kind of took on this project was because an electrician came by and we asked them what the quote would be to change everything, and it was $4,000 to $5,000. And we're like, wow. I think we should try to do this ourselves. Scott, my apprentice, was helping me out, and we were able to execute quickly and get it done, and it looks amazing. And honestly, it was money well saved. I am super excited to get this house up and running. We have the summer ahead of us, and I think a lot of people are gonna love to enjoy this beautiful home. And after that, like, we know they're in the off seasons when we have free weekends, I would love to come by and bring some friends over. And I think that's like one of the great opportunities with Investor is you have the opportunity to also enjoy the home that you own. What I'm really looking forward to is I think we can just keep making this house better and better and increasing the value proposition of just this house alone. And so it'd be really cool to bring a couple boys over during the off season and get to work on a few things as well as like enjoying the property. Ultimately, like, that's what kind of creates this attachment between me and each individual property that I end up investing in. When you have a long-term investment property, a lot of times you're breaking even. You're being a little bit more than break even, right? But with this, you're not only returning 9 to 13% a year, which is technically beating the stock market, which is like an average of 7% a year, look at it that way, but you're also getting the capital appreciation in the house. And so it is a phenomenal new asset class that's being developed, and I think it's going to be revolutionary, especially with the people that would want exposure to this once they learn about it. What we've seen with the pandemic is a lot of people have gotten into the stock market. Really what it is that people are interested in new investment opportunities. When you see these companies like Fundrise, which allows you to invest in like commercial real estate, you see companies like Masterworks that allows people to invest in artwork, like famous artwork. People are looking for new investment opportunities. And the investment opportunity that's going to be able to be provided through short-term rentals is huge. People are going to jump on it like crazy because it's extremely lucrative when done properly, and also it allows the opportunity for people to get into an investment that's never existed before, right? It took so much effort for people to have to set up these Airbnb properties, and now being able to invest in them, it's a huge time saver as well as a really great investment opportunity. Another thing we're seeing is the market is extremely hot right now. And so when the stock market is extremely hot, a lot of people are kind of like scared about what might happen in terms of like, are we in a bubble, are we not? And I think real estate at the end of the day has always been the ultimate asset because it's tangible. I think that like provides a really great opportunity for people. That's what's going to contribute to the mainstream nature of it, right? You're getting something that is tangible based on the cash flow it's generating. And it's not going to be at a ridiculous multiple. It's going to be at how the Airbnb is performing. I think that is like something that people are going to be extremely attracted to, and so why it's going to contribute to being mainstream.